Okay, here's a 1958 John Deere 820 two-cylinder that we're putting up on eBay for sale. I just wanted to show you overall condition. This is serial number 8205622, which makes it a late 1958, and it makes it a black dash that has the improved cylinder head and pistons in it. I think it's about 12% more horsepower. The pony motor, just put brand new coil, points, condensers, spark plug wires, and also new spark plugs in it. The pony motor does smoke and will need probably to be rebuilt, new rings eventually. It smokes fairly well when you're trying to start the diesel, but it does crank over diesel, does start no problem. Overall condition is pretty nice from, whatever you say, about 10 feet away. It looks great. The paint job is, I'd say, an amateur restoration from years ago. The paint is kind of rough, not too shiny, a little kind of, you feel the texture in it. Not a great paint job. The yellow looks like it was, I don't know if you can see that or not, done with a brush, I would say. The decals and everything are nice. It does have the power steering on it. The front tires, they're dirty. We just took it through the mud today, but front tires are still are new. They still have the little rubber bumps on the tire right here, so they're really nice. Just dirty. The rims, they're all solid, but again, they were painted by hand. It looks like brush strokes on it. The overall tractor, I guess, could be blasted down with power washed or whatever. It's pretty clean. You can power wash it or blast it and respray it. The sheet metal, the hood is nice and straight. The front grille, there is, let's see if we can see it here, a couple dings in the front here. And this corner here looks like it was repaired. It looks like some filler or something in it. Kind of a messy job this guy did that had it before me. I've had the tractor about 10 years. This is the way I got it, and it's been that way since I've had it. So that corner needs to be ground out and all that putty or whatever you put in there and pulled back out. The grill itself, it's got two spots here right in the front, like little dents there, and these are little, like a tear right there, I guess, pushed in, but I guess fixable or replaceable, whatever. The lower sheet metal has two dents right there in the front. Nothing major, can be easily pounded out. What else we have here? The front, I guess the steering stabilizer bar looks like it had a little repair right here. Other than that, everything else is fine, and I've been driving around, it's good. The radiator doesn't leak at all. Fan belt, pumps, everything's good here. The diesel engine runs perfect. It runs beautiful. Here's your power control shut-off valve here, on or off. Let's see here, by the filler neck on the diesel, it's kind of all cobbled up. I don't know if you can see that there. That could be all straightened out easily. This little piece of sheet metal. I just put two new sealed beams in the headlights. They're brand new. Actually just today put them in. They work fine. The rear tires are checked, cracked, whatever you want to call it. They had calcium in them when I first got it 10 years ago. I drained it out. The rims are solid. There's a little discoloration around each of the tire valves, but and just a little bit of chunkiness there, but nothing bad at all. Still pretty solid. And again, the rims, like painted by hand, I guess you could say, with a brush. But the rear tires have been on here since I bought it. They've held air, never went flat, but they are cracked. Good tread on them still, just eventually going to need to be replaced. This tractor does have a setup for dual wheels. That's what those loops are. Right here you got 6 loops on each side of the tractor. I have the bars that hook on there, the spacers, and then the second set of rims. And actually one rim has a tire on it, so it does have a dually setup for the rear. And I do have a photograph I'll probably post showing the tractor, I guess many years ago, with the dual wheels on it. Rear fenders, pretty good shape, except there's a couple little spots. Again, this guy did some kind of body putty work here. All could be dug out and just pounded out. A couple dents here in the rear fender, and all can be easily pounded out. Here's an umbrella stand here that was welded on down at the base here, and some holes drilled through the fender. Again, if you don't want that, it's a good grip to get up on the tractor. They got a step here, but it is a good grip to get on the tractor, and I will probably be including an umbrella with the tractor. I do have an old John Deere umbrella. You got a toolbox here, and that's in solid shape. It's really good. This is a Black Dash 820, like I said earlier. You can tell by the serial number it is the improved, I think 12% more horsepower. So I think about 75 horsepower roughly. So it is an actual Black Dash, very desirable 820 tractor. The steering does have some play in it, about a half a turn of the steering wheel, but it is power steering, and the power steering does work good. The oil pressure is good on the tractor, so we can zoom it in here. The gauges, let's see, the fuel gauge is not, well, the fuel gauge works, but the sending unit in the tank is probably stuck, and that's pretty easy to get out. It comes out from the top. Amp gauge works. The generator is putting out with no problem. The light here for the starter motor, let's see if I can get in there. You know, that works. That works no problem. As you can see, where'd she go? The light is on there. That works. The headlights work. The tail light works. The dual light. And the water temperature gauge is not working. It's probably the sending unit, which is common on these. So the fuel gauge and the water temperature gauge need attention. The oil pressure is good on the diesel motor. She runs around 25 pounds at full throttle the way it's supposed to, and around 22 pounds at idle. So that's good. There is on the shifter gate here, let's see if you can see it, the one bar, or the one separator between first and second gear has some welding on it. It's been like that since I've had it. Obviously that need to be cleaned up, that weld, and you can paint over it and make it look nice again. The seat is in really good shape. Let's see if we can get out here. The seat's really good shape. It looks like it was redone at one point, and even the backrest, that's all nice. The float ride, this has the float ride seat in it. The rubber dampers in there are shot. They will need to be replaced. It seems like the shock goes over on the front, works fine though. And the adjustment for the seat going forward and back, that works fine. Like I said, the backlight works good with it's the dual light with the light and the red light inside of it for driving down the road. Seat's in really nice shape. Down here on the battery box, there is some rust here. Just this bottom section right here, which is a piece could be migged in there pretty easy. You have the original warning panels in here, and I guess the guy put all the nice decals on here, but so this one little piece will need to be cut out and re-welded in. Other than that, the rest of the box is solid. It does have the power trawl, single outlets here, and here's your rod for the power troll. Okay, this other fender, again, there's another spot up here that has a bunch of putty in it. Needs to be ground out and banged back out. And the lower end of the fender, again, it's got some wrinkly little dents in it, but nothing major. No major rust or no rust or anything actually. Fender's pretty nice. And this is the spot on the inside here, so it's not very deep. That's the inside of that. And I don't know if you had a couple little welds here or something, but that's something that's very easy to fix on the fender. The other tire in the back, it's got some checking on it, not nearly as much as the other one. About maybe 10 to 20% tread left on this one, but again, holding air fine. The rims are solid. Like I said, you know, they had calcium in them 10 years ago. I drained them out. Just a little tiny rust around the valve here, but everything else is rock solid. And again, the loops for the dual setup. And I think that's just about it. Power steering unit there. Starter for the pony motor itself. And again, like I said, it does smoke, and it will need to be rebuilt. It actually does splatter some oil all over the side of the engine here when it's cranked up full, so I just keep wiping it off. But and generator right there, generator works good. That's it. Got the exhaust and the air cleaner there. It's got a bucket over the exhaust to keep any weather out of it. But other than that, she's a beautiful tractor. Has a lot of pulling power. You can see in the other videos I post. She pulls up the hills in third gear with no problem at all. It's a nice tractor. I hate to get rid of it, but it's time to go. Hopefully it goes to another nice home. Thanks a lot. Take care.